Everybody, and welcome back to Wrassle Graps. My name is Chris, and I am joined by the man who earned himself two nicknames this weekend. Jimmy Smith's number one fan, the Draft King, my good friend Vincent. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Uh, look, look. The DraftKings nickname, it was given to me by some people, right? And they gave me that name, and they were a bit wrong. They were a bit wrong, I'll say that. I got zero predictions correct on Sunday.
Yeah, me.
I don't know how this can happen. I've really studied the whole DraftKings thing ever since it started. The free pools kept going up. I was like, look, I'll make sure I get every single one correct. I know exactly what the WWE is going to do. I can read Vince's mind. There's no reason why I shouldn't. I know more than them at the end of the day. I even know more than Dave Meltzer. So me getting zero correct, it really was a big letdown. So
How do you?
I apologize to all my fans, especially in the Jimmy Smith community. Um, that's not me, man. That's not me. I'm gonna relinquish the DraftKings name, right? And I'm just gonna be the best Jimmy Smith fan I can be from now on.
That's heartwarming. Truly heartwarming. Uh, for those of you keeping score at home, this is 3 months in a row that he has had a rough go at it with DraftKings.
No, fuck DraftKings, right?
Say the truth, man. I'm gonna do DraftKings next time. I'm gonna have you tell me who you think's gonna win. I'm just gonna do the exact opposite, and I'll get the 10 grand.
Your share of 10,000.
Yeah, same idea.
Yeah, okay. I don't
But
even know how much money that would be.
I mean, it's something. The bottom line is, he had a horrible Sunday night watching Hell in a Cell, winning zero
Yeah, it was
money.
crazy. Yeah.
I
Only on
didn't
the main event too. I mean, really.
personally. I did not watch Hell in a Cell live. I watched it over the course of 2 days because, God, that mid card was just the worst.
I mean, look. I mean, I had nothing better to do on Sunday. I say, hey, I'm gonna turn on some Hell in a Cell. I'm gonna take a look, see what they're doing.
So on paper, the only two interesting matches on this card are the triple threat and the main event. And I knew that. And I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. I got a text Sunday from him going, "You want to review Hell in a Cell?" And I was like, um, I don't know. Do you want to do that? He said yes. I was like, all right, fine. Here we go again.
I mean, I think every Hell in a Cell match was a party because Jimmy Smith was there.
That really hurt every Hell in a Cell match in my opinion.
Ever
Um,
closed your eyes and listened to Jimmy Smith talk?
have you?
Yeah,
Explain that. What's that like?
it sounded like Chris Jericho. But anyway, it was a good time.
I mean, look, to me, the Raw commentary team has the personality of three rolls of
Dry
paper towel.
sand or wet sand? I mean, you can have wet sand. Dry sand.
You have Corey Graves, he's doing his best over there, but you get tired of him after a while, especially because you thought he'd be in the ring by now wrestling. Um,
I'm
you
the only
got
one that thinks the beach is fucking annoying when you get the sand in your toes.
Yeah, and that's Jimmy Smith right over there in the middle chair. And then you got Byron Saxton. He's not bad, but there's people who do better.
No, I
And
love Byron Saxton. He's a fun guy. I'm talking about the mushroom.
Byron Saxton's cool and all, but like he's not the best. It was not helped by the fact that there was absolutely no Pat McAfee on the show.
Well, he can't be the best if Jimmy Smith is the best.
Jimmy Smith, I don't think he was ever the best in
He
anyone.
is the best. Number one.
Once this goes live, we're gonna run a poll. Who's your least favorite commentary team in WWE? I want to see the answer.
I don't know, man. The Italian commentary team might be the worst.
Well, we're not talking about them. We're talking about English commentary teams from
Oh, English. Okay.
Raw, SmackDown, NXT,
To
maybe
be
even
fair, I've
NXT
never
UK.
listened to the Italian commentary team.
I just assumed that they're just the worst. I could tell.
And I don't know, man. They're probably really good, honestly.
They might be the best team, the most excitement
I don't
in
even
match.
know if they had an Italian commentary team. They may not have had one. They may have had Spanish, Japanese,
They haven't done that.
Indian.
They haven't done that thing where they show the foreign commentary teams in like years. I miss
I don't
that.
think that they're there anymore. I think it's a gone thing.
That's
I
a
think that was
cool
only for the
time.
WWE Network. And then you can switch between languages.
That's unfortunate too because those guys seem very happy to be there.
Funaki.
He seemed very excited to be there. Yeah. Then you got Jimmy Smith over there. He's like, "Hi, I'm Jimmy Smith. Oh my
Yeah.
God, look at that
Calling
body.
about your. Can you give me your social security number, please?
What is your social security number?" Once he tires you out, he knows you're not really paying attention anymore. What is your social security number? Yeah, here you go, Jimmy. Thank you, thank you. What about that credit card number?
Can
If
you
I
give
give
me a
it to you,
Google Play card real quick? I usually
anyways,
go to the store, give me a Google Play card, come back, call me.
and like you get to the main event, he's like, "Cool, thank you so much." Anyways, oh my God, what a boot! But yeah, this was basically a long episode of Raw, but felt kind of special because of some kind of matches on there, and it really showed because this was what I like to call a bookend show. When you
I
have
mean,
the
they
first,
really hooked me though.
they hooked you with the Cody truck from Money in the Bank. It was so good to you that they hooked you for the wrong show.
Yeah, it's true, man. I mean, I don't even think Cody's gonna be in Money in the Bank.
He teased it on Raw, but we're recording this after Raw, so that's why it's going up a little bit later.
I'm
But
not. I don't watch Raw.
neither did I. I just saw things on Twitter. Apparently, he said he teased being in Money in the Bank, which is insane to me, considering how his arm and his chest looks.
This guy might be. I don't know, man. I have no idea. He might be superhuman.
Cody Rhodes is willing to die for the sport, man.
I guess so. I mean, all those times he's bled out in the ring. I mean, I shouldn't be shocked.
I should know. This dude Cody could get like stabbed 2 minutes for the match and be like, "Oh man,
The show must go
whatever."
on.
It be like this sometimes. My father
Yeah.
said, "Hard times do breed better men." So
I mean, yeah. I mean, he might be even better than John Cena, man, because John Cena would recover in like a couple months, come back.
remember that John Cena feud where he
Cody's
got
not even fucking waiting. He was like, I'm gonna wrestle however many times you want me to.
speaking of wrestlers who got stabbed? Remember that John Cena feud where he got stabbed in a nightclub and that was a storyline thing?
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Instead of going to the cops, he's like, "I want a wrestling match with you."
Speaking of John Cena, you ever hear his rap album?
We reviewed it. It was pretty fun.
That
Go
was a
check
good
it out
time.
if you haven't
Yeah,
seen
it's
that.
please go check it out. It's a very good one. I think it's one for the ages.
I also do. Anyways, let's get to the show here. That's like I was saying, this is really a bookend show, is what I like to call it, where you have the first match is really good, the last match is really good, then you have all the stuff in between that you don't really care about.
Okay,
Um,
so
mhm.
it took us a long time to get to the actual show, didn't it?
It did. It's mainly because besides the first and last match, there isn't a lot to talk about here.
That is true. We didn't even talk about like the main thing everyone wants to hear about. So everyone already clicked off. But
For
it
those of
is
you
what
who
it
did
is.
stay, thank you. I do appreciate it. It's
Yeah.
very cool of you. Way to show that Wrassle Grappling spirit. Appreciate it. Anyways, uh, to the first match, Belair, Lynch, and Asuka. I
Fantastic. Beautiful. Chef's kiss.
Great. It was a great match. I have no complaints here. I didn't know the storyline going into this. I'm sure it was fine at best because that's usually WWE. They do
Best.
fine storylines, and then they have really good matches. It's just what they do.
Yeah, I mean, this match killed it, man. I think it was the best match on the show. I mean, maybe you can say that for Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, but non Hell in a Cell match is the best match on the show.
It's usually a toss up there. I think it was really good. I appreciate the match.
Yeah, that was
Great.
it was good. The near falls are great. The everybody played their part super well. I wanted Asuka to win, but I always want Asuka to win. And then Bianca Belair retained, and I was cool with that too. As long as it wasn't Becky Lynch winning, it was okay.
Yeah, I did. One spot I did appreciate was Asuka doing the double ankle lock. That was pretty cool.
That was dope. I think Asuka, she needs more respect.
She really does. She got the title reign during the pandemic era, but I think she deserves a little bit better than that.
Honestly, so yeah, like I said, anyone but Becky Lynch. I'm not really a Becky Lynch fan right now.
Yeah, well, Bianca Belair won this one overall, retaining the title. Don't know where she's going next, but we'll see.
No idea. I mean, they axed Sasha Banks and Naomi, so
Well, not axe. They axe themselves technically, and then
whatever.
just
Okay,
pointed them
whatever.
out.
Man. They're out of here. They're not here anymore.
Non-factor, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next up,
Who
we get a
knows who she fights?
yeah. So we get a backstage segment. MVP is backstage with Omos, and then Cedric Alexander shows up. He's like, "Hey man, I got a great plan to beat Bobby Lashley." And MVP goes, "Man, where have you been, man? The Hurt Business has been a thing for like a year. What's wrong with you? Go away."
Yeah.
But
Honestly, man, I love MVP.
I mean, to be honest with you, Cedric might have been right here. I mean, the Hurt Business is like an on-off thing sometimes. I don't even know if it's still a thing.
I mean, I get what he may have been thinking, but I mean, I don't know, man. Where has he been? I haven't seen him in a long time.
Shelton Benjamin is the real question.
I think he's injured, actually.
Well, now we know.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
anyways,
I love Cedric Alexander. I want him to have a part in something, so this is cool.
yeah, I'm happy he's doing something. It seems he's doing something. Uh, I just like to see him do something of substance. Would be nice.
I really just wish the Hurt Business was back together. It was so good.
The Hurt Business should have never broken up the way it did. That was
They
ridiculous.
broke up, they got back together, they broke up again. Like, come on, just stay together so that we can have a good thing for once in pro wrestling.
Imagine if they were built well, man. We'd have gotten the Hurt Business versus the Bloodline. And that's a crime that we didn't get that. I'm just throwing it out there.
That would have been a good feud.
The promos between Heyman and MVP alone, that's really more than you can ask for.
Would be fire. Those would be fire. I mean, speaking of fire, though.
Yeah, I mean, this match was, I don't know if I want to
No,
talk
the
about.
dish track, bro. The
Oh, yeah.
motherfucker.
I wrote
The
that.
fucking
Sorry.
dish track.
I wrote that note down after the beginning of the match
You
because
suck at transition.
I forget. I watched this yesterday, man. I was sitting there. I was getting tired because I was listening to Jimmy Smith talk for like an hour, and I was like, "Look, man, you gotta find somebody else. This ain't working." And I did hear the diss track. It threw me off for a second. I was like, "Is this an actual song?" No, it's MVP diss track called "The Fall Mighty," and where he sings about or this is raps
He
and
raps.
yeah, thank you for that. And they played that over a video package recapping the feud, and I appreciated that.
It was cool. It was a nice little video. I thought it was dope. You don't see it very often. It was creative. Something that WWE does not have. Even though they say they have it. They don't have it. And yeah, that's dope.
Do you know if it's on Spotify? It might be on Spotify.
I don't know.
Anyways,
He also has another song that he released, another rap song. It's absolute trash. Don't listen to it. So garbage.
yeah, with them all.
Yeah, he rhymed the same words over and over again and called it a song.
Well, we're not gonna review that one anytime soon, as far as I
Yeah.
know.
I mean, he might come up with an album eventually, so we might be able to review that.
I mean, you could have an album, call it Ronin, if he wants to. Used to be a thing.
Yeah. We can call it Ball in the album. Special edition.
I pray he calls it I'm Coming after his theme song. I do appreciate that.
That would be good. He's
Uh,
coming up next, of course.
yeah, and the match with Lashley and taking on Omos and himself.
He's also
That
up
was
next.
gotta go do some real quick, just stall for a second.
Alright, so this match, it was cool. Two big dudes fighting each other, but it was a handicap match, so Bobby Lashley was struggling at first. He got put through a barricade. That was fucking, that happens in every match, of course, where someone goes through a barricade because some big dude trucks them. And eventually he overcame everything, is what happened. Because he's fucking Bobby Lashley, the anime protagonist.
But,
And
so supporting side characters such as Alexander also got involved.
Oh yeah, Cedric Alexander was there too. He was like, "I'm gonna help you." He got fucked up.
Yeah, by Omos, because of course he did. But yeah, Bobby Lashley takes down Omos and gets MVP in the Hurt Lock, wins. And after the match, there's a spot where he takes the fans WWE title and is celebrating with it for like
This
5
is my
seconds.
championship.
Dude, I'm not even joking with you. I don't know what happened in my house on Sunday, bro. I guess I was watching Peacock before I forgot to turn it off or something because Yankees were on Peacock. My sister turns on Peacock or turns on the setting to go to, all the apps on the TV. And Peacock is on. And I see 3 seconds of this show. 3 seconds I saw was Bobby Lashley celebrating with his title. I was so lost. I said, what the hell is happening on this show?
God damn, that's a good time to show up.
It was probably the worst. I showed up, I'm like, yeah, what the hell? How would he win how would he beat Roman Reigns simultaneously along with Omos and MVP? Roman Reigns isn't even here.
Was it in a handicap match? Andy beat Rowan. That'd be so Bobby Lashley though. It would be so good.
I had to figure out what kind of ridiculous booking happened here. Meanwhile, it's just a random spot where you takes the belt from a fan for like 5 seconds and you're convinced he's not giving it back.
I don't
He
know if it's
does.
ridiculous, man. I mean, I don't know. I feel like WWE don't do that shit. I think it would be fun.
But for WWE, it's not ridiculous. It's like normal. They do psychotic things on a daily basis. But you know, that that's up there. That's what that would be. But yeah. Anyways, that match happened. Lashley won, did that, gave the belt back to the fan. That's really all there is for this whole thing. At least for now. Moving on, we're gonna get to Owens versus Ezekiel. It was a comedy feud, obviously. Just stall for time here real quick. Uh,
Yeah, I think Ezekiel, man. He's my favorite.
I mean, it's fine. The joke got old quick for me.
Yeah, I think if he get a little old, honestly, I don't know where he goes from here. I think he's kind of just basic right now. He's that
And
basic
this,
creative superstar.
yeah, this match really wasn't anything interesting. So basically, the feud in a nutshell, just nothing really too crazy. Owens just wants to prove this is Elias, not Ezekiel.
So the whole time
And
he's yelling, "This is Elias. He is Elias."
so really, his whole plan is that he's gonna beat up Ezekiel so he admits to being Elias.
Didn't happen though.
Well, actually, the next night on Raw, what happened is because I know
Something happened.
that this, yeah, I listened to a review of Raw because of something else that happened. I need to
Which
understand
one?
what's happening. Wrestle Talk.
No, Wrestle Talk.
Yeah. Um. So what happened was Ezekiel asked for a rematch against Kevin Owens, and Owens says, "I'll give you your rematch if you admit to being Elias." Ezekiel says, "I am Elias. No, fine, I am Elias." And then Owens says, "Fine, you got your match." And Ezekiel says, "I lied. I'm not Elias. I'm Ezekiel."
What the fuck?
I This is literally
Yeah,
creative events
nah, this is
best.
going. Yeah. I mean, it started off well. It started off decent, but I mean, where do you really go from the whole Elias's younger brother situation or older brother? I mean, is he younger or older? I have no idea.
This is a younger brother because he doesn't have a
Oh,
beard.
younger. Okay, no beard. Got it.
Speaking of things that went and got weird booking the night after, the Judgment Day versus Styles, Balor, and Liv Morgan. Um,
Yeah. I mean, the Live Club did not win.
I do want to talk about. I hate the fact that they call it the Judgment Day. It does not roll off the tongue. That's well, it's just Judgment Day.
What do you mean, the Judgment Day?
How many Judgment Days are out there? You gotta clarify. This is the Judgment Day. This is the one.
I mean, there's probably a couple bands out there called Judgment Day.
I know there's a pay-per-view that they used to have called Judgment Day. Well, like that's not a thing. It hasn't been a thing for like 10 years.
They just
10
want to
plus.
make room for it one time when the Judgment Day They might bring it back for the Judgment Day to compete on. Maybe
Maybe the match was fine overall.
they have like a
I
match there. It's called like the Judgment Day match.
That's not, that's a match. That's what that is.
It can be like a steel cage or something crazy.
I
Double
think they
steel
should.
cage where it's like really tall, so it's stacked on top of each other.
I think they should have a
And
match.
like there's like a roof, right? And then there's a door inside the roof. So like when you climb up, you're also in a steel cage, but the floor is also a steel cage. So now you're up there onto this is the second steel cage, and then the people are fighting below you, and then like they crawl up as well because there's a ladder in the ring, and something like that.
I think they should have a match called It's gonna sound out there, and I know not a lot of people might agree with this, but this is a creative idea I came up with all on my own. I think they should have a match called an Anarchy in the Arena match. You ever hear of that?
I think I heard of that one time.
One time, yeah. No one really knows the rules to it, but it's just what it sounds like Anarchy in the Arena. I think it could be fun.
I mean, WWE would steal an idea like that, but they're
Yeah.
not beyond that. They see it work once on some other promotion. They're like, we're going to do that ourselves, and then it's going to be way better. Let's look
Violence.
back at the final deletion or whatever, when that was going on.
Yeah.
And then they
You
replicated with the Wyatt family.
call it violence in the venue or something. I don't know.
Violence in the venue would work, yeah.
But this match, it wasn't anything crazy. It was just fine. I don't remember it being too crazy unless you have any different memory of it.
No, it was cool. It was cool.
It's not
I'm
what I
more
thought.
interested, in the Raw thing where Edge got kicked out of his own group thing.
Yeah, so here's what happened there. From my understanding of this is, so they're on Raw. They're promising a new member, and the new member is Finn Balor. And it makes sense. You get Finn Balor join because he lost so much. He started losing. He wants to join Judgment Day to make a difference there in his career. Um, and you would think under the tutelage of Edge, obviously. But what happens is, um, they decide, you know what? There's a problem with this group, and that's Edge. Even though this group's been a group for 2 months, they have a perfect win record, and there hasn't been any dissension whatsoever in this team in that time period. So they decide to jump Edge, and Finn Balor is another leader for some reason that I cannot explain to you.
That's kind of weird, man. I think the Bullet Club now. Is that what's going on?
Um, I don't, the idea that I heard when listening to the Wrestle Talk podcast is that because Cody got injured, they needed a top babyface, and they picked
Okay.
Edge. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I could see
It
them doing
sucks for
something.
Edge.
Yeah, this dude cut his hair, got that haircut, man.
You get a new
I-
theme song, new character, new everything. He
Man,
wore a suit.
this makes no sense whatsoever, man. This was a group for like 2 months. Finn Balor shows up, and I'm assuming he just casually came up to them during the pay-per-view, unless there was some interaction before, and went, that Edge guy, he's pretty old. I don't know if I want to take orders from him. And the group went, you know
I
what, you're
mean,
right.
Finn Balor has a good track record of being a heel, so I think it's okay.
I don't understand though, because Judgment Day up till this point has had a stellar win record. They haven't lost a match since. And yeah, Finn Balor, who has lost every match he's been in for like a year. So
The worst leader. Yep.
what exactly qualifies him more than Edge is what I'd like to know.
I have no idea, but guess what? It's a new Finn Balor. I mean, Finn Balor is boring as fuck anyway.
You could just do that though with him, and Judgment Day doesn't have to be a leader. You could tease him taking over the group over time.
Whatever, man. Just happened, okay? So now you gotta deal with it.
That's WWE booking. That's WWE Creative's tagline. We did it. Just deal with it. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. We can't do anything about it. It is what it is, man. I don't know what you want from us. Uh,
I like how people
anyway,
are like Edge to AEW.
yeah, I mean, some people are doing it as a joke. Some people are really serious about that. That's not happening. So we're
That's
all
how it
clear.
goes, man. Some people are joking. Some people are like, yeah, it's fucking. That's what's gonna happen, man.
He's really think we're getting Edge to AW to team up Christian to get one more Hardys versus Edge and Christian match. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not happening.
I mean, there's some stuff about it.
There is some stuff about it. And there's also some stuff about the Earth being flat. That doesn't really mean it's accurate, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
But
I
it is
heard from AJ Styles though.
that there's some stuff about it.
Yeah, that there's some stuff about it. So I don't know.
I also heard from him that there's some stuff about it. Uh,
Could
I
be.
don't know what I'd like to know what that stuff is personally.
Yeah, true.
Anyways, what there's also some stuff about is
I
Cedric
feel like
showed
AJ
him.
Styles is not the smartest guy.
He's not. He's a fantastic wrestler, though. So I let him go. I let him slide with it.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
he can say the dumbest things he wants. He's a great wrestler. Just have a good match. I'll forget about it.
yeah.
Yeah. So next up, we get the Bobby Lashley, Cedric Alexander segment in the back. Bobby's like, "Hey, man, why'd you get involved in my match? Even though I really didn't do anything." And he said, "That wasn't for you, man. That's for me. I'm trying to get him back in my own 2 feet, okay?" And Bobby Lashley, he's like slightly supportive, half threatening. He's
What, your
like,
legs are broken or something?
I know. He just goes there, pats him on the back. He goes, "Man, good for you, man. You never get involved with one of my matches again, though.
That's cool and all, but do not stick your head in my business.
I will kill you if I have to. That is a promise."
He won the match. He didn't really be pissed at it. If he lost, he would be mad.
Like if Cedric showed up, hit Omos with a steel chair and cost him the match, I could see why he'd be upset, like completely. But you know,
It's fine for now, as long as you don't cost him the match.
don't do it again. Is the bottom line.
Yeah, do not try it again because that's just gambling at that point.
And if you learn anything from DraftKings, it hardly goes well after the first time.
Hardly.
Anyways, next up is Madcap Moss and Baron Corbin. I mean, the feud seemed kind of slightly interesting.
Um, Not
Like
really.
really slightly interesting. And
Slightly.
just
It's a
because of that
slight.
one just because of that one part where Corbin tried to break Madcap Moss's neck with the Andre the Giant trophy.
That's true. Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Besides that though, these two
It's a
matches,
giant he's throwing at him.
yeah, very giant statue. But
Of
besides
the
that,
giant.
these two dudes matches have one of the most boring, no holds barred matches I've seen in my entire life.
It's a chairs match.
These dudes resurrected the chairs match. The crowd's like, "We want tables," and Madcap's
Like,
like,
here's a stairs.
"They said we want tables." Madcap said, "I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna kick his ass though." And the crowd said, "All right, I guess."
It was not good. I would rather not have sat through it for as long as possible, but it is what it is.
This is like 15 minutes long for no reason.
I mean, it really was. I have no idea why. I
It
was
was
not interested in Madcap Moss after the match, before the match, during the match. You know,
I respect him for that one bump he took where he like landed on his head in the match with Drew McIntyre and he kept going. I respect him for that. He's not my favorite wrestler on the entire planet, and I don't need to see a
he's
feud with
got a
him.
shitty name. He got shitty names for his moves, the punchline or whatever the name is.
Yeah, this feud
He's
was
not doing. He's not. I mean, look, he say he has a bright future, but I mean, with that name, move set, I'm not really sure if he does. Those
I hope
trunks, that entire, he's very boring.
I hope that now that he's free from Happy Corbin, he does his own thing. Maybe it's
Please
interesting.
just do something interesting. God damn.
It wasn't helped by the fact that the commentary team wasn't McAfee and Cole, it was Cole and Graves.
True. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Pat McAfee is the best, but he wasn't gonna watch Hell in a Cell. He's a good.
He
He's too good to watch Hell in a Cell.
he was smart enough to say, "You know what, boss, I got a thing on that night."
Yeah, I got something to do. Uh, but the boys, you know how it is. And Vince was like, oh, I love to hang out with the boys sometimes too.
I could call one for me, Pat. I'll be there in spirit.
Yeah.
Uh, one question I do have for our Chicago listeners, if we do have any of those. Corey Graves at one point says people in Chicago have pickles on their hot dogs.
Oh
Uh,
no, that sounds disgusting. You have soggy ass hot dogs.
Confirm down below if that's true, and if it is, why you choose to do something so horribly
Dude,
criminal
I have
like
a
that.
question. Do you like sauerkraut?
No,
Me too. I mean, I fucking don't like sauerkraut.
I look at it, I'm like, what is that? I don't know, and it doesn't
That's
smell.
normal. I was like, why? It
But
doesn't taste good. It doesn't smell good. What is the appeal of sauerkraut at all, especially on a hot dog? Now, when I ruined my hot dog, they have a little bit of sauerkraut.
I'm not the biggest
Why not
hot
just
dog
eat a
guy.
damn hot dog, put some normal shit on it, like maybe some ketchup, and then keep eating it?
I'm not the biggest hot dog guy on the planet, right? I prefer my hot dogs like barbecued at
Medium
best.
rare. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
So something about like when you boil hot dogs, I don't like that it's
You
just
don't boil the hot dog. You gotta put it on the grill. You gotta put it on the barbie so
right
that you
because
get that extra crisp to it.
otherwise it just wet and soggy and it's kind of gross. And
Exactly. You can't microwave. You can't boil a hot dog. I mean, some people like that juice, but I mean, it is
that's
what it
weird.
is.
Don't drink
Yeah.
hot dog water. This is really strange. Um, but yeah, I
I
like
mean, who am I to kink shame?
I that's a weird one to have. That's all I'm saying. I mean, call me basic. I like a hot dog with mustard and ketchup, and that's all.
I don't even like mustard. I'll be honest. I don't like mustard. I like ketchup. I'm more of a ketchup person. Really.
I think mustard adds a bit of a punch to it, which I appreciate.
It's got a punch sometimes. I'll say. I mean, I don't like it on many things. I'd rather have like if I have pretzel, like like how people. Well, I know how people like dip the pretzel in mustard, but I'd rather have like cheese on the side if anything.
Yeah, preferentially cheese. The hot cheese is the best. Maybe
Yeah,
some other dips. Yeah,
maybe
but
some other stuff,
yeah, no,
but
not
otherwise, not really a mustard person.
right.
Also mayonnaise too, but I mean, I can survive mayonnaise on
I like
most stuff. Like if
I
it's on a burger, I'll take the mayonnaise. It's okay, but
I think
a
mayonnaise is a
sandwich maybe sometimes it works on a sandwich of some kind.
yeah. I only have it on sandwiches. I think that's fine. I find it weird when you mix it with ketchup and a burger, and that's kind of weird to
It
me.
is weird. I think it tastes fine though. It's okay. I'll survive. It's not like mustard where it's you get punched in the face.
But yeah, let's like out of track here. Don't put pickles on your hot dogs.
Okay, so is it weird to dip fries in ranch? I think it's normal, and I think I like it.
Yeah, it's a dip that comes with your food. This what it is.
I usually like dipping my fries in ranch. I mean, depending on whether or not the fry is tasty on its own. If the fry is not like super tasty on its own, like give me some ranch because it'll make it a little more fun. Other than that, like
I don't get is people who order like a milkshake just to dip their fries in.
I mean, you dip a fry in frosty. I mean, that's pretty fun. Okay.
But I find that kind of weird because like that just feels like overkill.
Just to dip your fry in though, like why would you get a milkshake just to dip it in?
But it's not like its only purpose, but like that's one of the main reasons you got it.
I mean, I think it's okay. I'm not gonna shame anyone for that. I think it makes sense to me.
I think it's a little weird. I will shame somebody for that if I have to.
It's okay.
You can sit there and support in the background. I'll shame publicly for that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
People that dip their not beef fries. People that dip their pizza in ranch. I don't understand them.
that is wrong. That is wrong. I don't care what anyone tells you. I don't care about that one ad that's like, man, just have some of it. What do you got to lose? That's wrong. You have a lot to lose. Don't do
I
that.
like I like dipping buffalo chicken in ranch instead of blue cheese. 'Cause blue cheese sucks.
It's all right. It's fine.
Blue cheese got a weird taste. I don't like it.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
At least that's what I gather. I never actually had blue cheese, but I gather it's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's very weird. Wait, so do you just dip your chicken in ranch or not? Like I'm talking buffalo chicken and normal chicken, I guess.
I never really had buffalo chicken.
You never had buffalo chicken? Like buffalo
No,
sauce
I
on
never
chicken?
never got it from a place that does that.
I mean, they're everywhere. You can get them from, Domino's. from Applebee's. They have it. I think Chili's might have some. They're
Probably, yeah.
pretty much, you can just get buffalo chicken from anywhere. Pretty much. I bet Fridays has some too.
I'm sure they do. That sounds about
And
right.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place for it.
I mean, it'd be weird if they didn't have it. A little bit.
Yeah, that'd be very strange.
It's like walking to an Italian restaurant doesn't have pasta and sauce, bro. That
I
doesn't
can't
make
walk
sense.
into an Italian restaurant.
Oh, anyways, um, no elaboration needed. Just gonna move forward.
Yeah.
Uh, Theory goes up against Ali, defending the United States title. I was not here for this match.
What happened during this match?
Thank you. That's exactly why I was not here for this match. It was kind of, it was very,
How does he get
it
the
was.
selfie on the Tron after he takes it?
I assume what he does is he sends it
He
to
just sends it
WWE's
into
production
text
team.
message to Vince McMahon. He's like, here's my selfie, bro. Put it on the screen.
I love that. That's fantastic.
That's a good one. It's a little blurry, but it's fine. I'll put it up anyway.
Yeah, man. That's a good one, Austin. That's a good one. Get it up there now. Get it. It's gonna take me a minute.
Why is
You
his
gotta
eyes
hurry.
looking? It's popping out of his head. Why is his mouth not even seeable? Doesn't matter, okay? It's a selfie. That's what the kids like these days.
Is someone flipping him off in the background? We'll take that risk. Look at Austin in that picture.
Why is that
Look
guy
at
have his cock out? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
look at security later. We can't do anything about it now. He
Yeah.
took like 5 different
But he's
selfies. Why
right
can't you
there.
in a
Look
row?
at him. He's in the John Cena shirt right there.
Man, it's way too happy to be here. Come on.
Yeah.
He took like 5 different other
You
pictures.
got caught
Like
in
here's
four
this.
with the security guys taking the guy away. You got caught in 4K, buddy. Wait, what?
Austin looks at the Titantron. He's like, what? Oh my god. What?
Yeah. A-Town down, Chris.
That's I
It's
don't think that's what
everywhere
that means.
now. I mean, before it wasn't everywhere. Now it's everywhere.
I don't think A-Town down means that.
I don't know. That's not what it means. I'm not saying that's what I moved on from that. Now I'm talking about A-Town down.
I couldn't tell you. We're still on that. All of a sudden, I see A-Town down.
No, no, no. We're not talking about that anymore. No dicks and A-Town down. They don't relate to each other. Okay.
That's your way. That's the phrase you use to describe that situation when you take a selfie and you do what you just let it all
No,
hang out.
A-Town down was the transition. You just didn't feel like it. Anyway,
Oh, it's not a good
A-Town down.
transition
Let's talk
episode
about
for
it.
me.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
It's a cool finishing move, I think.
No, it's in his theme song. It's in the commentators' mouths. It's everywhere,
It's
man.
also
It's in
his
his mouth.
finishing move.
It's probably even his wallpaper. I'll be honest. On his phone,
Yeah, but it's also his finishing move. So
I guess. Yeah. But I mean, that's what he says. I don't know.
I don't even know what that means. Okay, I thought you were giving me a definition before. Apparently, you weren't.
Me
Uh,
personally, I think "Scissor Me Daddy-O" is better, but I hate it.
it's not even the right phrase, man. It's quote unquote "sister me daddy ass."
Daddy ass. Well, hey, look, man. Daddy-O, daddy ass. They're the same thing.
They're not though.
You ever seen an ass before? It's like an O.
That one of those is just direct, not direct. It's a general thing. The other one is
You have a hole in your
specifically
ass, and the O
asking Billy Gunn.
is the hole.
Yeah,
The
one of those things specifically asking Billy Gunn to do the finger thing with you, and that's
do the finger thing.
I don't have any. By the way, there's no visual aid on this show. I mean, I just hope people know what that means. That's all.
Yeah.
So anyways, Theory wins. It's a fine match. This is like a Raw match at best, I would say.
I mean, this is a Raw match. This is the match I would see on Raw.
Speaking of which, there's 7 matches on this show. Just want to get this out there quickly. 6 of those matches were Raw matches, and the only SmackDown match was Moss and Corbin. That's the only feud they have going on SmackDown.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, I feel like they have no storylines anywhere that are actually good. I mean, the only storylines they had going on that were good were like Roman Reigns, and that's about it. Like whatever he was doing was the only good storyline.
Well, he's gone for 2 months, and that's unfortunate.
He was supposed to be at Money in the Bank, but then they didn't sell
Yeah,
a lot of tickets, and then he said, "I'm out of here. Take me off the poster.
it's just so
I'm
humiliating
not
that he moved all
performing in front of a
right.
small, tiny crowd." Okay.
I'm not performing if there's no one in the cheap seats, man. It's not gonna happen.
I'm not performing if there's no one there, Vince. But there is people there. It's like thousands of people. No one's there, Vince.
I'll count them, Roman. Don't leave. I'll count them. One, two,
Are you
three.
walking out of my office and putting your belts down on the table? The fuck?
Not again. I knew they would do it to me, but not you, Roman. You're better than this. Get back in there,
Roman,
please.
I'll suck your dick. I will suck it. Oh no, he left.
You didn't hear any of that, Nick. You heard none of it. But I was actually thinking about it, man. SmackDown actually has Gunther versus Ricochet going on right now. We could have gotten that match instead of Moss and Corbin. I just want to throw that out there.
If it happens, it's gonna be WWE match. So they'll probably just get swatted out of the sky and murdered, right?
Still, man, I want to see Walter wrestle. I haven't seen him wrestle in a
It's like
while.
a fucking fly swatter. Just boom, right in his chest.
Imagine that spot though, Ricochet jumping right into a Walter chop, man. That sounds crazy.
It probably is crazy. It's probably already happened to.
Now the match is on Friday for the Intercontinental Championship.
I'm saying it probably already happened on the Indies. I don't know.
The man.
No, maybe
Anyways,
not. No, maybe not.
see the main event of this show. Um, by the way, this is most of the reason I'm so down on the show is to listen to Jimmy Smith talk for like 2.5 hours.
I'm telling you, man. You just
It
don't
really,
get the full experience.
I got enough of the Jimmy Smith
You don't pay
experience.
for Jimmy Smith Premium. Okay?
Jimmy Smith is as a commentary, respectfully.
You don't pay for Jimmy Smith Premium, so you don't get to talk.
He's like a less good version of Michael Cole.
No,
He's like Walmart Michael Cole. I'm just throwing it
that's
out there.
insulting. That is insulting.
It's a fact.
That is insulting as fuck.
Look, man, all the Wrassle Graps on that poll, man. Explain to me who your least favorite commentator is in the sport. We're throwing it up on Twitter after this.
I think Michael Cole's my least favorite. He
I
can't
would
do
say
anything right, man.
if it wasn't for the Pat McAfee thing and some other things in the past, I would say that he was my least favorite. But because of some things that happened in the Pat McAfee thing, I cannot say that.
You know what my favorite is?
My favorite, oh, I mean, I don't know who your favorite is now.
Jimmy Smith.
Okay. Well, that's incorrect. I don't know what to tell you. Pat McAfee's right there.
Pat McAfee's not the best commentator right now.
No,
He's
my
a
favorite
goddamn color guy, bro.
No, my favorite wasn't Mauro Ranallo, and they bullied that poor man out of the company.
Marvin Nallo is also my favorite.
He was fantastic. I miss Mauro.
He's my favorite commentator of this generation. I
I
don't care about Excalibur. He's cool and all, but Mauro Ranallo, every single time, you get hyped for Mauro Ranallo calling a match.
I would pay top dollar for a commentary team of Pat McAfee, Mauro Ranallo, and throw whoever the hell else you want on there if you have to throw somebody else on there. But just get those two guys on the same commentary team, man. I'd pay top dollar.
I mean, honestly, you just do. I mean, Nigel McGuinness would work well too.
Like Nigel's cool, yeah. I'd be fine with him. Uh, yeah, that's my ideal commentary team right there. So Jimmy Smith, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton aren't doing it for me. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, I do see that.
Even if I sign up for Jimmy Smith Premium, it's just not going to be the same.
I mean, you never heard about Jimmy Smith Deluxe either.
This dude, the Jimmy Smith non-existent page. I might some random dude named Jimmy Smith, not even the right one.
I mean, probably. There's a lot of dudes named Jimmy Smith.
He's on there. He's like, for
It's
real,
probably like the most common name in all of America.
it's
One
ten
of,
dollars.
I mean, if John Smith wasn't the most common name, Jimmy Smith is definitely up there.
Jimmy Smith. I'm saying it since day one, man. This is the most fake sounding name I've heard in my entire life. I've never
It's
heard
definitely an
anybody.
alias for, after you commit a crime, you're like, I'm Jimmy Smith now, forever.
This is like if you went to witness protection with that name, you would get found and killed almost instantly. I'm just throwing it out there.
You may get
Anyway,
killed because someone thinks you're someone else, Jimmy Smith, but you're actually not the right Jimmy Smith.
somebody pulls up a list of names in the town. They see a Jimmy Smith on there. That's the first person they're going after. I'm just throwing it out there.
True.
No one's saying that. You can't convince me they actually are. Anyways, to the main event. Cody and Seth, this match. I'm surprised it was allowed to happen.
I mean, honestly, man, it really did surprise me, man. When I was looking at the screen, it was like it was going well. It was like, okay, this is cool. I know he's injured though, so I don't know how it's gonna be. And he takes off the jacket and it's all purple underneath because he's got the bruising going on. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? That's kind of gross to look at. I'll be honest.
Just see his whole right pec and going down his arm is purple, man. Uh, Who the hell are these doctors that are clearing this man to wrestle, man?
I have no fucking idea, bro. But I'll just say this: it wasn't smart. I don't think. I don't think it was a smart decision.
I respect Cody so much for doing this because he didn't have to.
For
No one
sure.
would
I
judge
mean,
him for this if he didn't do
honestly,
it.
I would rather him not have done this.
But
But
you
you know
know,
what? He did pull off a good match as well with the injury, and he did work it into the story of the match. So you know what? It was a good time. I respect Cody for sure. Just dumb decision overall from everyone involved, and that's really it.
oh my God, Cody, just go get the surgery and get better, please.
Yeah, just don't go to Money in the Bank and fall off the ladder or whatever.
Just look, man. I say one thing I will say about this is every move that Cody took in this match felt so much more impactful and hard to
He could
watch
barely move his
than
arm.
injury.
Yeah,
Yeah,
barely move himself. Half his body.
when Seth Rollins hit Cody with the buckle weld through the table, I cringed so hard because I did not think he'd be fine taking that bump.
I was cringing. Yeah, probably every move he took, to be honest.
And the
Especially
kendo,
the ones where he would do the kendo stick and jam it into the pec.
right? At
That was definitely disgusting to watch.
some point, you can see the referee just looking at him like, Cody, for the love of God, just call it. Just I'll end the
Cody
match right
just
now.
tapped the fuck out.
This is horrible. I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was this bad. Please, just go put your shirt back on and go get the surgery, man, out. This is
Just put your
horrible.
jacket back on, bro. Right here.
They said in commentary, but dude, you can really hear how the crowd goes from cheering for Cody to just dead silent when Cody takes his jacket off.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they thought, hey, it's a good story to tell. I mean, this is not something WWE would do in these times, you know?
This, I said it before. I'll say it again. This man Cody is willing to die for the sport. Okay,
Yeah, I guess so, man. I guess so.
guess you will die in the ring if he asks you.
The injury didn't even happen in the ring, bro. The injury happened when he was working out.
Yeah, they said in commentary, I don't know how much of the beginning part's true. I know the end part's definitely true. That he
Yeah.
partially tore it on the Monday before, and then when he was working out, he tore it like completely off the bone.
I mean, if you partially tear it, like, did you know that you partially tore it and then you still worked out?
I think what happened was the doctors were like, you know, you can still wrestle with this. Obviously, you're gonna get help after the match, but you're fine with this, okay? And then he does work out because he doesn't know how bad it is. Maybe he probably didn't take it easy on the pack or whatever. Oh, doing chest day maxing out this side or whatever. And then probably just, let go.
So,
If I had to theorize.
unfortunate. But he should take sick. But he should take as much time as possible, as much as time as it takes to heal off, because that's probably the smartest decision. And
Okay.
not wrestle and push yourself when you literally do not have to. You're not. You don't need to do that.
With that said, this was a very good match. I did enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll say this match was very good. I think one of my favorite matches. I mean, there's two good matches on tonight's show. So that was good to know. Good to see.
Yeah, the overall advice I can give you if you want to watch this show, watch the first match, skip to the main event. That's all.
All you need to see, really. I mean, you could probably. I don't know if you could. You could probably interchange both matches for the main event.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I'm just saying you could.
I feel
It
like most
wouldn't
people are
really
watching the
matter,
show for
honestly.
Cody.
I mean, yeah, he was the cover guy. He did the weird face in the promos. I get it. But
Just based off the fact that every Monday apparently they do a countdown to Cody. I'm gonna say that most people are watching for Cody.
they do a countdown to Cody,
Yeah, they have a little timer in the corner. Like, I've seen that
and
in
he
1
agreed
hour
to
from
it.
Cody. Yeah. Like
My
during matches,
God.
they randomly show up. You see that, kids? An hour and a half till Cody Rhodes shows up.
What the fuck, bro? I mean, it's
So
cool if your favorite wrestler is Cody Rhodes. I know I would have loved that when my favorite wrestler was Rey Mysterio, so I get it.
apparently, because Cody wasn't around, or he opened the show yesterday, did a countdown to find out who's the new member of Judgment Day.
Oh my God, they love countdowns. Huh?
Yeah, they just really want people to stick around. Like, guys, I promise we got something to see. It's not Cody, but it's
And
interesting.
next week is a beat the clock challenge. Wait, what?
I countdown to the beat the clock challenge. Let's do a countdown to
Countdown.
the end of. Let's do a countdown to the end of Monday Night Raw. Let's do that. Got an hour and a half left, guys. Let's power through. Come on.
I don't even know if I liked the beat the clock challenge gimmick. I don't even know if that was like a good gimmick or like a shitty gimmick. It was okay, I guess.
It's an interesting concept.
It's like beat your opponent as fast as possible, and also beat as fast and infinitely beat his opponent.
Yeah, that's what I would always like when they get like the time on the board for the first person, the second guy has to go, and you have the
Yeah, and
adage
they
drop
keep
of
looking at it. They keep staring at the time. They're like, "Wait, oh no, that's not going to end in time."
they have like 10 minutes left. They're like, oh my god, I can't do this.
Yeah.
This is too hard. Yeah, overall, that was Hell in a Cell, and you know, it was what it
Mm,
was.
yeah.
I'm giving it a thumbs in the middle because it was two good matches on a 7 match card, and that's generous, is what that is.
Me too. I'll give it a thumbs in the middle. That sounds about right.
Yeah, you don't have to watch it, but if you do, just watch the first match in the main event. If it was just the first match in the main event, actually, it'd be a double thumbs up probably.
Pretty well. So yeah, that'll be a good show. Probably be an hour long.
Probably, and I'd be fine with that. I could live with that. Maybe enough
Yeah,
people in
probably.
attendance, but hey.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe put a commercial in there for like the ambulance or whatever, and it'd be good.
But now we're on commercial in there, or it's now our video packages of your favorite WWE superstars. Yes.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, that's basically it for us. Let us know what you thought down below of Hell in a Cell. And yeah, by the way, if you like.
All right, go follow us wherever you possibly can on every single social media platform as well as podcasting platforms. Go leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts as well as subscribe, like, comment, share on YouTube. And we'll see you next one. Bye.